Your boy say.
introduce the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. At forward, number 3, Blake Griffin. 6'10", at forward, number 4, Chris Webber. 6'2" guard, number 9.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning. Pause. Dan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Porzingis is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Johnson. 5 on the clock. Releases. And it's Nowitzki missing. Weber, the pass to Parker.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
And San Antonio has possession. Parker passes to Robinson. And here is McGrady. And a miss there on the triple. Goes up to the stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, at 7'2", Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot open passes.
Now, here is McGrady. Puts up a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Nowitzki against Robinson. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Lock at 6. He takes it in, and Thompson throws it down.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points last game.
And with Dennis Johnson, you know you're going to get tenacity and intensity, especially on the defensive end. He mucks things up out there.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Johnson. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month?
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Weber kicks to Parker. Robinson a screen on Johnson. Clock at 4, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And checking out the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis, coming off a terrific season. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench, always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Weber pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Griffin's shot is off. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
No coverage that time. McGrady's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Thompson against McGrady. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on David Robinson. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kersey's checked in, and San Antonio has possession. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Now, here is Robinson, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Nowitzki with the steal. Guarded by Weber. And the basket by Nowitzki.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
McGrady outside. And it's good in the assist by Parker. McGrady's got 8.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Nowitzki a string to the paint. Banked in off the glass.
On the pick and roll, Nowitzki uses his size so well, disrupting the D and getting himself into shooting position.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Weber looking around. Back to Griffin. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Parker against Kersey. Thompson outside. The 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Robinson passes to Parker. 6 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Parker against Thompson. They set the pick. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 6 points.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Griffin the bounce pass. Down low. Out to Parker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, but I love that from Parker, playing on the front foot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists. It's obvious Tony Parker has a real mind for this game. The way he dissects defenses and finds himself shots, he just has a higher understanding of the sport.
Here's Van Arsdale, and the first shot of the night for him, missing. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Weber dishes to Robinson. Back to Weber. It's Robinson, high post. Tries again, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Tie game in San Antonio. And the second quarter about to get started. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Nowitzki, Holiday out there with Johnson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Van Arsdale in at the 3.
And that's just an all-star caliber move off the dribble by Parker that ultimately creates the shot. His quickness with the ball really nearly unparalleled.
Johnson grabs the board. Portland trailing here. And Holiday kicks to Johnson. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Van Arsdale. And it's blocked. Here's Holiday. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers making a switch here.
Substitution for the away team. Number 28, David Thompson.
Spurs shooting here about 46% for the game. McGrady outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Back to Johnson. Nowitzki with the screen on Parker. Johnson with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Parker passes to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Parker finds Robinson. McGrady with the ball. Misses the 3.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside Griffin. Pass to Weber. Back to Griffin. Over Porzingis, and Griffin with the score. The assist by Weber. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. 4th, Dirk Nowitzki.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Johnson outside. Nowitzki kicks to Johnson. Six on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Outside Robinson. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. Weber's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Assist goes to
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Parker against Johnson. McGrady outside. Off target from three-point range. Portland trails by 4. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Shoots a fader. Hits it from three-point range. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Pass to McGrady. To halt the run. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Inside, here's Nowitzki. That's tipped. Johnson against Parker. McGrady a screen on Johnson. Now here's McGrady. Tight defense on him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Meeting the defense with power. McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
McGrady outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Van Arsdale. A three-pointer, no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Weber outside. Pass to McGrady. Over Holiday. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's off on the second.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
McGrady gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Van Arsdale. That 3 off the mark.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Spurs leading by just 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Greg Popovich.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
Rare to see a player like LeBron James get traded. Free agency, that's different. But we're talking about one of the top 2 players in the history of the game. That's incredible.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Portland trailing here. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Rubber is out there with Griffin. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Parker in at the guard position.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Dirk can stuff the stat sheet.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that. San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Tracy McGrady. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Johnson against Parker. Johnson, the pass to Nowitzki. Releases. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And the ultimate combo guard. Johnson can pass with the league's best playmakers.
Pass to Parker. Back to McGrady. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise for your Spurs Hype Squad.
Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 3-point game. Pass to McGrady. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now here's Porzingis. Nothing on the board. And there it is for him. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Parker finds Robinson. Nowitzki against Griffin. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Right wing. Fires for 3. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Number 2, Andre Black. Let's hear it once again, everybody, for your Spurs basketball team.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Thompson the bounce pass. Here's Porzingis, the good-looking shot from the wing.
And that jumper is what makes Porzingis so dangerous offensively.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. McGrady against Thompson. McGrady passes to Robinson. It's tipped.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
20 feet out. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs trail by 5. Here's McGrady. Good, and Weber gets the assist. McGrady's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is McGrady's specialty. You can't let this guy shake free from the mid-range.
Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Driving inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound San Antonio. Weber's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about Weber there rising up for the alley-oop? Great at recognizing there. He's got the room to hammer that one home.
Johnson finds Thompson. Over McGrady. That's short off the rim. Spurs have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Parker, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Parker's got 8 points.
Parker can't just dominate inside. He has to rely on gracefulness and agility.
Johnson outside. Over Parker, and the shot is good from Johnson. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Now, here is McGrady. 2 points for him.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Camp. Now a timeout called by Portland. And Portland has possession. Here's Van Arsdale. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. All right, Stan. Hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Let's find out the news on Dirk Nowitzki. David, what's the update?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information. He said it was not what they wanted to hear. It's a broken hand. Unfortunately, they've ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Here now is Webber after Tracy McGrady's score. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
McGrady against Holiday. To the wing right side. Here's Van Arsdale. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, this is great basketball from Holiday. Running the play to find someone a shot.
Outside Griffin. Here's the lob to the hoop.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
From 20 feet out, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Parker. The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw good from Kersey.
Jerome Kersey at the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Parker. 8 points for him. Here's Robinson. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland, Thompson is out there with Johnson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Metallicki in at the 4. And Parker, here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Dennis Johnson.
You gotta love the intensity on that attack by Parker to draw the foul. He is a beast off the bounce.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor. There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Now, here's Parker. Up top, Webber. Robinson left side. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. To the middle, it's deflected. And here's the fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for them.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Goes up on the block. Here's McGrady. Here's Weber. Goes up again. Outside for Griffin. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got his 6th assist on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. Needs more production from the outside, guys.
Thanks, David. Now, here's Parker. Back to McGrady. Over Thompson. And that one's good. McGrady. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Here's Johnson. It's stolen by McGrady. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Parker kicks to McGrady. Robinson sets a screen for McGrady. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Porzingis sets the pick for Thompson. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, and Porzingis is deceptively mobile at times, which makes him dangerous in pick and rolls.
McGrady passes to Robinson. Weber dishes to Robinson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That shot by Griffin, no good. Portland trails by 5. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Pass to Nedolicki. They set the screen from deep. Johnson, and it's Griffin with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Weber. Weber's got his 7th assist in the game.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
Now, here's Johnson. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Very personal foul. Second.
Spurs leading by 4. Parker looking over the floor. Pass to McGrady. Anderson Varejao checked in for Portland.
Very personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 17, Anderson Varejao.
Parker against Johnson. Parker with the bounce pass. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And Parker terrific in the pick and roll. Just creative in terms of getting his team good looks.
Timeout Blazer. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Collins checked in for Anderson Varejao. Got a piece of it. Here's McGrady. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball. And they're controlling the board, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Johnson. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Third team foul. Substitution for the other team. Number 28. Kevin, number 28.
Parker against Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Robinson on the wing. A fadeaway. That misses off the backboard. Portland trails by 7. Van Arsdale, the pass to Johnson. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Van Arsdale. Johnson outside. Rebound, San Antonio. Weber's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Parker outside. Right side Robinson, just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Weber dishes to McGrady. Outside Griffin. Pass to Weber. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Comfortable operating close inside. Weber sizing up the defense there and understands how to finish.
Portland no good that time either. McGrady kicks to Parker. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harp.
And the Wizards looking eager to get on the court and get to work on their home floor. This was earlier today. Hello out there. And get ready. Approach. The midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Here's the starting group for Cincinnati. They've got Halliburton. He's out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. Right side, Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And Embiid gets the double team. Screen by Embiid. Rondo passes to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Cincinnati shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for the away team.
That free throw good from Irving.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving. Here's Rondo. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Wizards. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Irving for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. Rondo passes to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Plenty of space. Second chance shot. And the finish by Embiid as he lays it in.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Cincinnati calls timeout. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win. And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Outside, Rondo. Banchero outside. Good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo. He's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Bosch. Back to Halliburton. Outside Irving. Back to Halliburton. 4-3. And it's Irving missing. Washington leading by 6. Outside, Rondo. Ben Carroll the screen. Rondo gets the bucket.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Here's Halliburton, and it's blocked by Embiid. And Washington with possession. They're on a 12-4 run.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Bosch. Irving for 3. Nails it from 3. Irving's got 7 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And you know, Brett, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Barnes, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. Already an excellent passer at his position. Ben Carroll just loves showing off his court vision.
Cincinnati calls timeout. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month.
Over the last month, they've been extremely disciplined on the perimeter, not really rushing to get attempts off, but taking their time to find the best looks.
Bain against Allen. Outside Irving. Tipped. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Westbrook can't hit.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
They get the rebound. Avdia, good.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pass to Camby. Now here's Smith, pounded by Westbrook. The 3 from Bain. Pure from 3-point range.
Anytime he can, Bain is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
They set the pick. Avdia passes to Beck. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Beck.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Bain against Westbrook. Bain, the pass to Smith. Outside Irving. Pass to Bain. Fires for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Bain's got 6 points.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bain something in rhythm.
The shake. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Ellis is checked in for Irving. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Bain. Pass to Ellis. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Cincinnati shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
And he makes a first. So he makes both from the line. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter here. Allen outside. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Down low. Outside Bain. Markkanen sets a screen from behind the arc. Bain, no good. That does it for the first quarter. Wizards out in front, up by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Wizards leading by 5. Paolo Banchero is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Rajon Rondo, and it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Washington right now. Here's Banchero. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better. And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Good on the second one. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. They trail by 6. Pass to Bosch. Here's Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ellis knocks it down from distance. Ellis has got 5 now.
Well, Scotty Barnes, such an excellent passing wing.
Washington leading by 3. Banchero the screen. To the left side wing. Pass to Embiid. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Ellis. Fires from the wing. That one goes. Count it. 7 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie, just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. The free throw drops for Embiid.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Irving's checked in for Cincinnati. And Embiid drops them both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Ellis passes to Halliburton. To the inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Sloan. Back to Embiid. Rondo passes to Embiid. Goes back up. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Cincinnati calls timeout. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
Take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, BA, every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
Well, you look at Banchero. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
And a chance now to check out the leaderboard and see the big men around the league who have made an impact on the offensive end last month. Fifth best, Joel Embiid.
This group of big men go into every game with the mindset that no defense can guard them. And you know what? They're usually right.
Well, you're building a team. The foundation starts here. Big men who can dominate a game offensively in the low post. Every franchise would like to have one, and this is the cream of the crop.
And so he hits both. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Banchero outside. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Irving for three. Rebounded by Rondo. Washington leading by 7. Pass to Banchero. Takes the 3. Embiid passes to Pierce. Here's Sloan. 6 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Halliburton outside. And there's a pick. There's the 3. Washington with a rebound. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. To the left wing. The 3 is up. On target from range. And now a 10-point Washington lead.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Halliburton. Now Irving fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Irving's got 12.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. checked in for Washington. And Cincinnati making a change here. Washington leading by 7. Outside, Rondo to the middle. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Pretty much an unpredictable player, at least where the passes are coming from. That's really what makes Rondo so hard to guard in pick and roll.
Halliburton, the pass to Ellis. Pass to Bosch. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Ellis's shot is off.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
Halliburton against Banchero. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Pass to Bosch. Now here's Halliburton. Defense is right there. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Standing 6'5", Halliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star Game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
And Irving powers it home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Cincinnati has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Smith against Westbrook. Smith outside. Pass to Bain from deep. Rebound Washington. Abdia's got 4 rebounds in the game. Westbrook outside. Back to Abdia. And Camby pulls it down. For Cincinnati, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Back to Bain.
Wizards foul. Fire and back. First personal foul. Second team foul. And into the lineup for your Wizards. Number 34.
Markkanen, the pass to Smith. Bain with it. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Bain's got 9.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
There's 42 seconds left in the second. Pass to Pierce. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Barnes. Pierce can't get to it. And it's Cincinnati's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. For 3, Smith. And again, it's Cincinnati with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Allen outside. Pass to Pierce. Over Barnes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lions out in front, up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it. By being more active and more physical than the other team.
And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan favorite three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Washington. It's a one-point game. On the court for Cincinnati, Halliburton is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Gilmore in at the center position.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well and screen the rolls.
There's a screen. Here's Halliburton, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for the away team, Tyrese Halliburton taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And he sinks the second.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
Rondo with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Embiid. Oh, the process! Embiid flexing his muscles.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Bosch. Halliburton outside. Here's Bosch. Now Irving. It's stolen. Here's Pierce. He's scoreless. Here's Banchero. And that one hits the back iron. Barnes passes to Halliburton. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Irving. Fade away. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Irving's got 16 points.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Up top, Banchero. Give him 8 points now. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw, and Cincinnati making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And he's good on the second. Cincinnati has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Washington. They've led by as much as 10.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Embiid, good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo, he's got 8 assists here tonight. Pass to Gilmore. Outside Irving. It's rebounded by Pierce. Wizards leading by 5. And Carroll passes to Rondo. Back to Ben Carroll. Allen with it. Pass to Embiid. And no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Joel Embiid.
Can't be overzealous with Halliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and he got the whistle.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Washington?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now. I know he's the most exciting for sure.
Pass to Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. The Wizards, 3rd.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Smith, he's checked in for Halliburton. Good on both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Cincinnati calls timeout.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Wizards on D. They've led by as much as 10. And here's Smith. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. A moment now to see how the schedule is shaping up for Cincinnati. On Thursday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Chicago Bulls.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's the 8th time they'll take the court in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Oh, wow! Embiid, so strong.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Outside Bane. The three. The shot won't fall. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 7. Embiid inside. He's against Smith. And he makes it. Embiid's got 27.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Camby. And here's Bane. Beyond the arc. Once again, off the mark by Cincinnati. And Carroll finds Westbrook. He takes it in, uses the glass on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Bane. Will it go? Knocks down the triple. Bane's got 12 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Embiid, a screen on Smith. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Camby pulls it down. Camby's got 4 rebounds now. Bane, the pass to Smith. Outside Bane. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Washington. Now here's Westbrook. Embiid, a screen on Smith. Here's Westbrook. They get it back. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Here's Smith. Shot from the low post is good. 5 points in the game.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Embiid, a screen on Smith. Fires, high post. Second chance effort, and finished off by Embiid inside. Embiid's got 29 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Bane surveying the D. They set the pick. No good on the 3.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Westbrook into the lane. Can't get it to fall. Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Washington Wizards. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. They've got Joel Embiid. Rajon Rondo out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Pierce in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. The 3 from Barnes. The shot, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Fades away. And the basket by Embiid. Embiid's got 17 points here in the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Now here's Halliburton. Checked by Rondo. Rondo with the steal. Allen against Halliburton. Westbrook with the miss.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And it's Irving missing. Wizards leading by 10. For three, Allen. It's deflected.
Get that weak stuff out of here. Awesome swat by Chris Bosh.
Halliburton right side. And it's blocked by Embiid. Westbrook, the pass to Rondo. Embiid, high post. Barnes against Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. He drops it from range.
Well, we talk about Westbrook and the athleticism he has, but sometimes tactically he approaches those pick and rolls quite well.
Outside Irving. Halliburton outside. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Pass to Gilmore. Outside Irving. Halliburton outside. Finish inside from Halliburton.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Westbrook against Barnes. The shot. And Washington again with the bucket.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
Pass to Bosh. Here's Gilmore. Now here's Barnes. Irving with it. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Irving's got 19 points.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Embiid. For 3, Allen. And it's blocked by Irving. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. The Lions have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. There's a screen. Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, B.A. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
You can tell Barnes is eager to score. I mean, he wants to make an offensive impact.
And we've got a timeout from Ryan Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Banchero outside. Back to Rondo. Here's Pierce. He's guarded by Irving. 6 to shoot. from deep three-point land. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Cincinnati. They trail by 7. Halliburton, the pass to Barnes. They set the screen. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pierce, the pass to Rondo. Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. Lets a floater go. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Irving. It's rebounded by Pierce. Pierce has got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Outside, Rondo. In transition, here they come. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for the Wizards. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Westbrook, he's checked in for Allen. .146 left in the 4th. Pass to Irving. Inside. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Westbrook taking his time here. And here's Embiid. Puts the move on. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Embiid's got 35 in the game.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Out left to the wing. Now Barnes to the paint. Bosch. Great D that time from Banchero.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Screen by Embiid. And Carroll passes to Embiid. Pierce can't get to it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From 13, and that's good for 2. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Westbrook, the pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight, we've got... the New York Knicks up against the Miami Heat here in Miami with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll head out on the road to face the 76ers in Philadelphia. And then on Friday, they'll tip it off a homestand starting with the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Mullen. Rose is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bull. And it's Cycli in at the power forward. And for the Heat, Jackson is out there with Tatum. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Mutombo in at the 5 spot. Here's Cycli. Just 4 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, no good. Inside, here's LeBron. It doesn't go for him. Mullen with the defensive effort. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thanks, David. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Tatum kicks to LeBron. It's rebounded by New York.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Antetokounmpo finds Rose. Antetokounmpo against James. Now, here's Bull. D right on him, and Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Miami. Searching for their first points of the game. That one's in, his first shot this game. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. It's an overlooked challenge for these players right now.
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Giannis outside. To the paint. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And really, the playmaking skills that Giannis possesses are special. He's so difficult to guard and screen and rolls because of it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Last year, getting it done. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Now, here is Havlicek. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. And the dunk by Jackson.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
First personal foul. First team foul. 1. Jared Jackson Jr.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
It's a teardrop and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Mullen. Miami grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck. And that's simply about feel, right? Derrick Rose in pick-and-roll situations has such a good feel for the right decision.
Jackson passes to James. Heat moving the ball around. Mutombo is screen on Mullen. The 3 from Tatum. And the 3 ball is good. Tatum's got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pass to Mutombo. Screen by James. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Going with the whole new group on the floor. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. Number 1, the Heat.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Rose dishes to Nash for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the jump shot of Nash, poetry in motion, a super efficient shooter from downtown.
Lillard outside. Hart with a screen on Nash. That's a 2 from Lillard. And it falls over the rim and in.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Chambers the pass to Nash. Klopp's in the layup for 2. Nash has got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Derrick Rose. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün G.A. is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block.
or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Rose goes in over Allen. Şengün kicks it over to Nash. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. The second chance effort and the layup. Good by Şengün. Şengün's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. It's Hart on the wing. Defended by Chambers. Here's Lillard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Heat making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Wagner's checked in for Chambers. And it's Maravich in for Rose. Knicks trailed by 3. And here's Maravich. Şengün with a screen on Allen. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 3. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So with Rose on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Maravich. Antetokounmpo is out there with Franz Wagner. And it's Marbury in at the 1. Now here's Tatum. Kicks it out to James. Tatum with a screen on Wagner. Here's LeBron. Nice defense from Wagner.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
Bol, he's checked in for New York. Mullen comes in for Franz Wagner. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And here's Giannis, after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Antetokounmpo against LeBron. With a floater, rebounded by Jackson. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Havlicek. That shot missing. Mullen with the defensive effort. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Shoots over Havlicek, and the Knicks miss again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Tumbo is checked in for Jason Tatum.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Rose in the post, covered by Lillard. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 1 and a basket from Derrick Rose. LeBron outside. There's the lob to Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Rose. Pass to Maravich. Bowl, a screen on Havlicek. And the dunk by Bowl.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. To the inside, Mutombo, and it's Dikembe with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Tatum. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by Chris Mullin. Pass to Rose, stolen by Havlicek. Here's Mutombo. James kicks to Lillard. Good, nice job down low. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Mutombo. Josh Hart comes in for Jaren Jackson. Tony Allen's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Damian Lillard. Here's Unseld. Still scoreless. And the basket by Chambers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wagner's checked in for Chambers. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Alex Caruso, third.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Caruso with the ball. He's covered by Rose. Caruso, the pass to Havlicek. Yes, that goes in. Havlicek's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Allen against Wagner. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, Franz Wagner, he is 6'10", folks, but really gifted offensively. Can do a little bit of everything. Nice pass there.
And it's Havlicek missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Wagner against Allen. Now, here's Wagner. He's guarded closely, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Donaldson comes in for Josh Hart, and it's Tatum in for Allen. And New York with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Rose. Now, here's Caruso, following the miss by Steve Nash. And Wagner over to help. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
The Heat have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And that one falls for Tatum.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Here's Caruso following the basket by Giannis. Tatum down low. He's defended by Wagner. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Havlicek kicks to Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Here's Unseld, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
You know they're celebrating this all over town. When you bring in a talent like LeBron James, his leadership, championship pedigree, all the intangibles he's added to this.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the.
And that concludes.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with Lillard on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got LeBron James. Jaren Jackson is out there with Mutombo. Then it's Tatum, and it's Havlicek in at the 2 guard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Over James. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Heat leading by 5. Down low, James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Mullen with the 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Mullen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rose against Havlicek. Now here's LeBron. To answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Now, here's Bull. He has 6. Rose, no good. Tatum against Bull. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
He misses the free throw. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Heat in second.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from three this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And that one misses.
And they call Cycli the spin doctor because of all his fancy footwork on that low block. I've seen Ronnie lead more than a few guys grabbing at air when he pulls off one of those post moves.
And here is Antetokounmpo after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Rose in the post, covered by Lillard. And it's Rose missing. Miami leading by 6. Here's Lillard, 15 points in the game. Pass to Mutombo, over Rose. It's rebounded by New York. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Mullen's shot is off. And so James will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Count that one.
Boy, the poise, the concentration. LeBron James, so gifted, so big.
Knicks trail by 8. There's the lob into the Kumbo. It's stolen by Mutombo. Mullen against Tatum. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Rose. Nails the 16-footer. Rose has got 10.
Well, this guy is such a strong decision maker. Derrick Rose with the mid-range jumper. Yes, that's in my bag as well.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us.
And New York making a change here. Miami leading by 6. Lillard outside. To the inside. Throws it down, JT!
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Marbury passes to Chambers. Rose against Lillard. Rose attacking Şengün, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. A different look for Miami. Donaldson, he's checked in for Mutombo. Derek Lively comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Alex Caruso in for Jason Tatum. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Lively sends a screen for Caruso. Pushing it up. Here's Marbury. Defended by Caruso. Mullen passes to Şengün. Here's Unseld. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Marbury. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. James absolutely owning the inside. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Marbury. Outside Mullen. Traps in the tray. Mullen's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Knicks.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one, sending it right over the top to the shooter. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Miami leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look for Miami. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Havlicek in for Alex Caruso. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Rose. Back to Nash. To the paint. 6 feet out. LeBron with the block.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And they'll get another chance. James, no good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Back to Rose. Bull, a screen on Havlicek to the right side. Outside Mullen. Here's Bull. It's hauled in by the Heat. Donaldson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Havlicek. Off target from the wing. Knicks trail by 9. Rose dishes to Nash. Rose in the post. Working on James. Lays it up and banks it in. Rose has got 15.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Heat. They're up by 7. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. On to Tacumbo out there with Rose. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Bull. And it's Cycli in at the 4th. Good work there as it goes.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Havlicek outside. Outside Jackson. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Heat lead by 8.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
On the wing, Mullen from past the arc. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Jackson with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Onto Tacumbo with the steal. Inside and stolen by Lillard. Outside Tatum. Pass to Havlicek. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
first one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Rose. This one for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Lillard. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Rose against Havlicek. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
With defenders having to worry about the drive, the pass, Antetokounmpo can usually find space from the mid-range.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Let's go, Heat fans. Give it up for your Heat Ice Squad. This is your Ice Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's T-shirt time.
The Heat making a switch here. James is checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Outside Tatum. Mutombo sets a screen. Back to Havlicek. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it's LeBron missing.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
The Heat leading by 6. James a screen on Rose. Rose against Havlicek. LeBron outside. Looking to get back on track here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D. And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And here are the Knicks now. Rose passes to Mullen. Now here's Giannis. No good on the triple. LeBron left side. Here's Havlicek, and Bull pulls it down. And it's Rose with the ball for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. Mullen kicks to Antetokounmpo. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Mutombo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Tatum. Nice move. Mullen with the defensive effort.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Over Tatum. And the Knicks miss again. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Havlicek. Here's Jackson. He gets it in there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
He locks up the alley-oop pass and the dunk by Bull.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
James, the pass to Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 9 points.
I'd say he gets on a roll, you better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Havlicek. Jackson a screen on Rose. 4 on the clock, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. Rose, no good. The Heat leading by 9. Pass to Mutombo. The 3 from Tatum. Cycli pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. .133 left to play here in the fourth. Outside Tatum. Back to James. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Rose, and Rose throws it down hard.
Another one for Derrick Rose. This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now James. Pass to Mutombo. Up top Tatum. Defended by Mullen. Clock is at 3. Tatum, that's good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Rose against Havlicek. New York again turning it over.
Checking in for the Knicks. Russ Unseld. Franz Wagner.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. James dishes to Mutombo. Up top, Havlicek. He's covered by Rose. Back to Havlicek. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. No good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden.